It took 2 people here, 4 hands, to put the one gasket on there, the D plate, and the second gasket, to hold those onto the back notch that protrudes, and then push the exhaust cover onto it. So this notch goes into the hole, and this notch goes into the hole. Then you got to make sure that this gasket between here lines up with the notch as well too. And there we go. Now we can put our bolts in there with Loctite. So while I'm holding this here, my assistant's gonna grab a hold of the Loctite and just dab a little bit. It's liquid, it comes out pretty quick. Good, onto that. Put the screw into there. Making sure the gasket is there. No, see? I missed the gasket. So it's okay. This one's the easy gasket, thank goodness. Make sure we get it right. And there we go. Bingo. Okay, I'm not going to screw that one in yet. I'm going to grab the other one. Should put some Loctite on there for me. Awesome. And put it in the other one here. Make sure it goes in through the gasket here. I could see it go through there. It doesn't. Just give a little bit of help here. There you go. Got the gasket there. Great. Now I have that there. I wouldn't let go of the gasket just yet because this will pop out and then you have to start all over again. Let me tell you, in this 90-degree weather, that is no fun. So then we're gonna just tighten up one bolt here, not all the way hard, just enough to give it snug so it doesn't pop out. And this is gonna be again the tricky part again that I'm gonna do, and you'll see what I mean by taking out the first time. But again, if you're going to do this by yourself, you need 2 people to install that D plate, because or else you'll be there forever. It's very frustrating. So just tighten up one bolt, not completely tight, just enough to make it snug. And what I might do, I might tighten up 2 bolts so the gasket doesn't move around. And again, make sure you use the blue Loctite. The blue one you can still loosen up with tools. If you use the red Loctite, you have to heat the bolt up with a torch and then loosen it. And that will not be fun. So blue Loctite for sure. Just on the exhaust ones you need really. Some people say to put gasket maker on each one, but it didn't come with it from the factory, so as long as you have a good torque on it, you're fine. And if there is a leak, all you have to do is just loosen up these bolts again and just slide some gasket maker in there and seal it up. I'm just going to do 2 bolts slightly. Take a bit of time here. Okay. Okay. I got 2 bolts done. There's 4 more left, so I'm going to do all 4 just the way it is like this, okay? And when I'm done putting all the 6 bolts, I'm going to have to slide the engine over the top so I can screw the bottom, so I can screw the one screw that I have into that bottom plate that I told you was trickiest. But I'll come back to that and I'll show you how I maneuvered the whole exhaust upward to remove the D plate and reinstall the bolts as needed without having to pull the exhaust out. Now, if you're going to rebuild your carburetors, when I took this part of the exhaust out, I could still get to my carburetors. Okay, so if you're going to build your carburetors, you don't have to take this whole exhaust out. Just take this part out and you'll have access to all 3 carbs. Much easier. And this will come out real easy now because the catalytic converter is about this long. So you have to pry it up to pull it out. But now that the catalytic converter is out, all you have to do is keep it where it is, unbolt these 6 bolts and the one on the bottom, and it pops right out. You have access to your 3 carbs. Much easier process. Okay, we'll put it on pause and get back to you after I'm done with these 6 bolts, and then I'll show you how I lifted up the engine to get to the bottom bolt.